In the aftermath of the September 11th attacks, Congress recognized the importance of securing the visa process and required it to be used as a counterterrorism tool. Since that time, the Department of Homeland Security and State have made important strides toward better securing the visa and passenger pre-screening processes for travelers to the United States. Efforts including establishing visa security units at high-risk embassies and consulates, deploying immigration advisory program personnel at foreign airports, and enhancing pre-screening of airline passengers before they arrive in the U.S. However, the attempted bombing of Northwest Flight 253 on Christmas Day 2009 by an individual with a valid U.S. visa served as a wake-up call about persistent visa security vulnerabilities. During the 111th Congress, the Committee on Homeland Security and this subcommittee held hearings to examine the circumstances surrounding the attempted Christmas Day bombing. From our examination of the chain of events leading up to the incident, it is clear that there were several failures that allowed the perpetrator to board the U.S.-bound flight. Today, I look forward to hearing what progress has been made in closing those security gaps since that incident nearly 2 years ago. I also hope to hear that DHS and the State Department have taken proactive measures to address possible emerging threats to visa security. I've long held that we must develop a layered security approach that pushes borders out and begin the screening process for in advance of a passenger boarding a flight to this country. Both DHS and the State Department have vital roles to play in this effort. Clearly defined responsibility and close coordination between the departments are essential to success. I want to hear from the witness today whether the turf battles between the departments are now a thing of the past or if they still linger. I certainly hope it is the former and not the latter. Of course, these security efforts require appropriate personnel and resources, and that in turn requires adequate funding. Members of Congress who talk a good game on border security will need to put their money where their mouths are when it comes to funding these programs, even in tight budgetary times. Just as we must ensure the security of the visa process for those entering the U.S., we must also ensure individuals depart this country in a timely manner. As already indicated, over 40% of the persons unlawfully present in the U.S. enter this country legally and have overstayed. Among those millions of people may be a handful of those who seek to do us harm. In accordance with the 9/11 Commission recommendation, Congress has repeatedly required DHS to deploy a biometric entry-exit system under U.S. visits to attract visitors to the U.S. Yet, a decade after September 11, 2001, we are no closer to having such a system than we were on that fateful day. Some of us read the paper this morning, and I guess somebody's going to tell us something new about that in this hearing, and I look forward to hearing that. The lack of progress toward this mandate under this administration and its predecessors is simply unacceptable. I hope to hear from our witnesses about how DHS can fully fulfill our 9/11 Commission recommendation and congressional mandate. We'll never truly have visa security until an entry-exit system is completed. I thank the witnesses for being here today, and I look forward to their testimony. I yield back.